Most of the time, if they're not running for anything, presidents don't hold rallies. Sometimes when we get to the next election, even if they're not running, they might show up to help a Senate candidate or maybe the next nominee from their party. But Donald Trump, for reasons we can't really understand, did a rally in Pennsylvania. And he told so many lies at this rally that even the friendly crowd was completely stunned by it. In an utterly absurd moment, Donald Trump says that his victory in November was the greatest victory in 129 years. You might recall, if you live on planet Earth, that most people who voted in November voted for someone other than Donald Trump.
I said before, and I'll say it again, we have the hottest country right now in just 4 months. But actually, you have to go back to November 5th. Since November 5th, that was election day, we had the greatest election victory, they say, in 129 years, the most consequential election in 129 years. I don't know what 129 years was, but we'll check it out later on. We'll find out. Must have been something pretty good. But we have the most consequential. We won every swing state. We won the popular vote. We won the districts, 2,750 to 505. We're doing a job, and you're doing. I said before.
This is just fabricated. Nothing about this is true. Donald Trump had smaller margins of victory than Obama and just about every other president. And most of the people who voted did not vote for Donald Trump. 50.1% of all voters in November voted for somebody other than Donald Trump. But it's just lie after lie after lie. Donald Trump claiming during a rally we don't know why he's holding that he cut the trade deficit in half last month. This, I'm sure, comes as a huge shock to people in our audience who are saying, wait a second, Trump outspent Biden year over year over the first 3 months in office. That's right. This stuff is being fabricated out of thin air.
Last month, we also cut the trade deficit in half, and that's the story of today. They can't believe it. The numbers just came. We cut, before we even get started, actually, we cut it in half.
This friendly audience realizes this drivel can't possibly be true. None of this could possibly be true. Trump still confused between political asylum and an insane asylum known as a psychiatric hospital. Listen to this.
They came from mental institutions, the mentally insane. They were pouring into our country by the millions. They allowed this to happen to our country.
If Joe Biden confused insane asylums and seeking asylum for 4 years, it would be 24/7 on every media outlet, but not with Trump. Trump also makes a tariff announcement in Pennsylvania. And Trump doesn't understand the difference between a percentage change and a percentage point change. This is something fourth graders learn. A lot of people who write me antagonistic emails haven't learned it, but many fourth graders know it. Trump doesn't.
We are going to be imposing a 25% increase. We're going to bring it from 25% to 50%, the tariffs on steel into the United States of America, which will even further secure the steel industry in the United States. Nobody's going to get around that.
So first of all, Trump just once again randomly announcing tariffs at a rally, not a good idea, completely outrageous. And you can see the result of that in the stock market today. But this is fourth grade math that Trump doesn't understand. I'll give you a simple example. If we are going to go from a 1% tariff to a 2% tariff, that's an increase of 1 percentage point. You go from 1 to 2, you've added 1 percentage point of tariffs. But you've added 100% to the tariff. You've gone from 1% to 2%, meaning up 100%. You've doubled the tariff. Trump doesn't understand that difference. And then finally, Donald Trump talking about these MAGA savings accounts, which even he doesn't really seem to understand.
And we're creating a special Trump account for every newborn child, starting them off with a $1,000 credit to be invested over the course of their life. A little baby is born, they're going to start off with
a little baby,
$1,000. And if we do a good job of investing their money, we're going to go with one of the investing guidelines. Who the hell knows if they're any good, but they have a chance to be very rich. It's going to be very cute to see. We're going to follow it very closely.
MAGA accounts are going to be just so cute. Sounds like socialism, doesn't it? And even the crowd sort of like, do we clap? But it's kind of sounding like the socialism we were led to be angry about. My prediction is the MAGA savings accounts never happen. Not a betting man, but that's my prediction. Why is Trump even holding a rally? The world may never know. If you or someone you love is on Medicare, this is important. The Department of Justice filed a major fraud complaint against 3 of the biggest Medicare brokers in the country. These brokers pretended to offer unbiased advice while secretly steering seniors into plans that paid them the greatest kickbacks. This is why I recommend Chapter. After seeing their own families get scammed, they created a better way. Chapter's fully independent and the only national Medicare advisor that searches every plan available to find the one that actually fits your needs. They advocate for you, not the insurance companies. No steering, no pressure, just expert help completely free. Chapter has saved the average senior over $1,000 a year, and they are a free resource for my audience. So if you want help with Medicare, give Chapter a call by dialing pound 250 and saying the keyword Medicare. You'll talk to a real person who will help you figure out exactly which plan is right for you, or go to askchapter.org/Pacman. The link is in the description.